Welcome to this series of top B schools in India, wherein I'll be discussing about the top B schools and what are these colleges and what is the different what are the criteria, what all examinations they take through, what are the different academic programs they have, etc., and what is the fees of these colleges, so that you have an idea that how to get into these top business schools in India. Okay, so this series will have 4 5 parts in which we shall be discussing about the top 20 25 colleges of the country, the top MBA colleges, and we'll discuss the examinations through which they intake students, what are the different programs they have, fees, and all those stuff. Okay, so if you are preparing, right, you also get mock tests, practice questions, and all sort of preparation. So it not only consists of just classes, but also all sorts of supplementary material for CAT preparation, CAT and other MBA exam preparation. Okay, so let's start our discussion on the different top B schools of India. Right, so first in the list comes ISB Hyderabad, right? So you must have heard of this institute, ISB Hyderabad, although it is slightly different, people consider that see, this is list is not on a rank basis, but today we are going to discuss the top 5 6 colleges, right? So generally their ranks might vary, but ISB is considered at par with IIM Ahmedabad. Although the admission is quite different, it is not through CAT. So not all institutes take through CAT. There are institutes that have their separate exams also. So we shall cover all those B schools in this series. So ISB Hyderabad, it has the flagship program, PGP in management, which is a 1 year program, right? So ISB is known for 1 year courses. So it has PGP in management for senior executives. If you have excessive work experience, you can go for this program. There is FPM. So FPM is kind of a research program in majority of the B schools, right? Fellow program in management. That is what you call a sort of PhD kind of thing, wherein you do research on management. Okay, and then you have management program for family business, executive education program. So these are the different programs. So main flagship program is PGP, right, which is 1 year program, and it takes through GMAT, right? It does not take except CAT score, it accepts only GMAT scores, and it is a profile based selection. So let us say if you are an engineer, it focuses heavily on diversity, right? It's like B schools of foreign countries wherein they focus on your overall profile. So so I'll give you an example. Let us say you are an engineer with Indus IT experience, right? So which is a general trend of all, majority of the engineers these days, right? And if you score 740, 750, right? Even that would not suffice. Even 760, you might not get selected in ISB. However, a person with, let us say, someone doing graduating in biology, getting 700 in GMAT will easily make through. Or someone with very diverse profile, right? Let's say some fashion designer, even with score of 670, 680 might make to ISB, right? So that is it. It is about diversity and all, right? It is quite expensive, probably one of the most expensive B schools in India. So the program costs 25.4 lakhs. This is for 1 year, and if someone goes for the executive MBA, that is 34 lakhs, and MFAB is 33.7 lakhs. So quite expensive, and 1 year program, and it is altogether a different B school, different from the leagues, and it is counted among the top 100 B schools in the world. So it is at par with IIM Ahmedabad. So in case if someone is unable to crack CAT, can take GMAT and get into ISB. Okay, so one of the best institutes in the country. Next comes IIM Ahmedabad, right? So popularly known as a well-known institute of management in Western India, right? WIMB, people call it, right? And it was established in 1961. It was the second IIM to be established. It was not the first. Can you name which is the first? Which is the first? Do you have any idea which was the first IIM to be established? IIM Calcutta was IIM Calcutta was the first, and IIM Ahmedabad was the second IIM which was set up. It was established in 1961. So 60-year-old institute, unarguably the best amongst the IIMs, right? So so ISB is at par with IIM Ahmedabad. Right, so this is the flagship program, PGP, Postgraduate Diploma Program in Management. That is a flagship program. This is of 2 years, and it has one agri-business management program also. So people who come from agriculture, some agriculture-related background, it suits them. Although it is not mandatory that you have to have prior background of this agri-business, right? You could opt for these. So these are the two flagship programs they have. PGP and PGP FABM, right? And then apart from that, they have a doctoral fellowship program that is called FPM, Fellow Program in Management, right? Then executive program and EPGP, E-Post Graduate Program, okay? So it intakes through CAT for Indian aspirants. So CAT, all the IIMs, they take in their flagship programs through CAT only, and for other programs such as executive, it takes GMAT, and fellow program it conducts CAT. So it primarily takes only CAT and GMAT for international aspirants. Okay. Expensive B school, the fees for 2-year program is 21 lakhs for your the flagship programs, PGP and PGP FABM, and for executive it is 24.5 lakhs. That is the fee structure of IIM Ahmedabad, right? Then comes in the list is IIM Bangalore. So equally good, right? It was established later. So again, it has location advantage, located in Bangalore, so you can easily get placed. You have a lot of companies visiting the campus. So the three big IIMs, A, B, and C are good, right? A and B are comparable. C is slightly less, but C is IIM Calcutta is known for its finance. Okay, so A and B known for consulting profiles, right? So you get very good companies visiting these campuses. Okay, so the ones that you see, that those high packages, 40-50 lakhs per annum. So those are the companies that visit these campuses and do take significant number of students, and as compared to other B schools. So that is what it sets them apart, right? So if you talk about the there might be some 20 selections in top consulting and international in your IB firms, right? So that is about these top B schools. So it has your PGP, PGPPM, right? PGP EM. So this is the flagship program. PGP is the flagship program of most IIMs, and it also offers fellow program in management. So if one wishes to do research in MBA in management, right? If you wish to become a teacher in future, and or you want to do some pursue PhD in management, so you can take up that program, and it has executive program as well. So again, like IIM Ahmedabad, it takes through CAT and GMAT. So for Indian students, it's always CAT, right? And for other examinations, it takes through, especially the FPM, it takes GMAT, GRE, CAT. So it accepts several scores. So flagship programs only through CAT. Other programs, they consider other scores as well. Okay. And the fees for PGP is 19.65 lakhs for 2 years, and EPGP is 28 lakhs. So executive programs are generally expensive in all the IIMs. So this is about IIM Bangalore, right? The different programs, how they take students. Okay. Then next comes IIM Calcutta. So it completes the Holy Trinity, right? It is called ABC. You must have heard of it, right? ABC, the top three IIMs. It was the first IIM to be established, right? It was established in 1961 before IIM Ahmedabad, right? And IIM Ahmedabad was the second one. It is popularly known as Joka because of the place in which it is situated. The place is known as, I mean, it is in Kolkata, near, I mean, it's outside the city, and the place in which it is called Joka. So that is why the name Joka given to this institute. Another popular institute, Mecca of Finance. If you want to pursue MBA in finance, this is the best institute in the country. Okay. So a very good institute for finance, also for other streams, right? You do get very good companies, investment banks visiting this campus and getting good roles, and other finance roles also very good companies. So this is the first choice for the finance companies in the country, right? So if your finance is your something that you look for, so this is your best dream B school, right? And if you so this is the only IIM call among the top three I've had. So I've never had calls from A and B, right? I had calls from IIM Calcutta, so I have appeared for its interview, and there they focus on statistics and stat based profile and all. They test your knowledge of statistics, and so they do ask. They prefer students who have very good quantitative aptitude, right? So I mean, I'm not saying that they are biased towards them, but yes, they do test your in your interviews also. They grill you on those things. So they will ask you something about statistics, right? They feel that, and this is one of the three among the top three IIMs. This has the least focus on academics, right? So it considers only 10th and 12th marks, right? So that is about IIM Calcutta. And these are the programs. PGDM is the flagship program of 2 years. Then you have PGPX. Then you have PGPX for Visionary Leadership in Manufacturing. So that's a separate program, right? There are few people who take up these programs also, but PGDM or PGP is the flagship program of most of the IIMs, right? Again, it has okay. There is one special program that is collectively by IIM Calcutta, right? IIT Kharagpur and ISI Kolkata. That is called Postgraduate Diploma in Business Analytics. Okay, so if one wishes to go into the field of analytics, that is the best program in the country. Okay, so PGDBA, it conducts a separate aptitude test, right? Like you must have heard of the test, PGDBA, right? So that is another program that is conducted by IIM Calcutta, right? So in this PGDBA, what happens is you study one trimester in IIM Calcutta. You study the management part. You study the statistics part in your this thing ISI Kolkata, and you study computer science in IIT Kharagpur. So it's a rotational trimesters program. Okay. And this is the fee structure. So the fee for PGDM, that's the flagship program, is 19 lakhs, right? PGDBA costs 17 lakhs for 2 years. Okay, and PGPX is of course expensive. And Visionary Leadership in Manufacturing, that is especially for manufacturing. If one wishes to pursue career in the field of manufacturing, they have a special program for it. Next in the league of IIMs comes IIM Lucknow. So ABC is the top three IIMs in the country, followed by IIM Lucknow, another great institute. So fourth IIM to be established. So one of the old IIMs. So old IIMs are obviously much better than the new IIMs, right? So it was established in 1984. So almost 40 years now, right? And it has PGPM. Again, this is another institute apart from IIM Ahmedabad, which has agribusiness management, right? So if you wish to go into that food manufacturing, right, food processing and all those sorts of business roles, so this is agribusiness management that is offered in IIM Lucknow as well. Okay, so then it has one program in sustainable management related to environment, then working managers program, then executive program, FPM, etc. So all these are the normal programs. So agri business management, IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Lucknow. Okay, so again good program, and as I said, the flagship programs are through CAT for all IIMs. So same goes for IIM Lucknow as well. PGPM, PGP, and PGPSM are all through IIM or through CAT, right? So this is a unique program, a postgraduate program in sustainable management, PGPSM, that is in IIM Lucknow. So most of the subjects are the main subjects are same. There are a few specialized subjects, right? So admission is so say let's say you crack CAT, right, and you get a call. So you have to fill the three programs, right? So you select that which all program you want to wish to apply for. They take your interview and they select accordingly, right? So it is not so it might be like if you have filled multiple programs, they will see that which role you which program you fit for better. So accordingly you get admission into these programs. Okay, so there are some specialized subjects. For example, in agri business management, you will have some agriculture related subjects and all, right? Sustainable management, environment related stuff, right? So few subjects would be different. Okay, then for other programs, it does accept other examinations also. And fees for the flagship programs is 14 lakhs. For WMP 12.65, and they have international program for executives that costs 24.5 lakhs. Okay, so next in the list comes FMS Delhi, right? My alma mater. So it is one of the oldest institutes in the country, even older than IIMs. And you would be surprised to know that it existed 7 years before the IIMs came. Right, so it is part of Delhi University, located in the north campus of Delhi. So the best advantage of this institute is the location advantage, right? Based out of Delhi, so a lot of companies of NCR visit this campus, right? A good campus for FMCG companies. So if you wish to pursue career in FMCG, right? If you want to go into HUL, if you want to go into PNG, so most of the FMCGs visit this campus. There are a few profiles for investment banking and consulting firms as well, but those are a pool. So generally, if we talk about the top three IIMs and even IIM Lucknow, right, there the companies visit directly, right? So these consulting firms visit these campuses, and they have a pool hiring from all these good campuses, right? So if we talk about this, one of the old institutes called the Red Building of Dreams, right? So since the building is red in color, and it has a full-time MBA which is of 2 years, right? Then it offers one executive healthcare administration and one executive MBA program. There's a doctoral program as well, which is like you have FPM and other IIMs, right? For MBA programs, it considers CAT, and for other doctoral programs, it is CAT, JRF, NET, right? These are research programs. And the best part, I mean, why people like this institute is the fee structure, right? It is almost 1/10 of what you pay at other B schools, isn't it? So it is just 1.92 lakhs, and this also it has been, I mean, recently 2 years back, from 2019 they raised the fees. When I completed my MBA, I just paid 20,000 for 2 years. Rest was living expense, right? So that is the disadvantage is it does not have a hostel and all, right? So only few people get hostels, and those two there are certain restrictions on those admission to hostels. So you can consider plus 3 to 4 lakhs for 2 years, right? Plus three, it ranges from 3 to 4 depending on the type of accommodation you take. If you wish to stay in a PG or a flat, so that will depend on your lifestyle. So 3 to 4 lakhs you can add to it, right? So that would be your expense for 2 years. So around 6 lakhs, 6 and maximum 7. And even if you live some like in some lavish place or something, right? So that would be maximum 8 lakhs. So so the best advantage is ROI that people call it, right? So decent institute because of location and all, right? Next institute in the list is XLRI Jamshedpur, right? Even older than all the IIMs, probably the oldest good B school in India, established in 1949, right? So even older than all these IIMs, so almost 75 years old, located in Jamshedpur, right? So it has the flagship program, PGDM in business management, general management, global MBA, and human resource management, right? So if we talk about these are the two most preferred programs and the best institute in human resource management in the country, right? If one wishes to pursue MBA in HR, unarguably XLRI is the best, right? Far better than any other institute. Yes, you can compare this uh, at somewhat at par with XLRI, but XLRI beats any other institute. So if you see the top leaders, top HR leaders of most of the companies, they come from XLRI. Okay, so best in that sense, right? So even the business management program, so although the cutoffs of business management programs go higher than that, right? So XLRI, it's a non-IIM. It conducts its own test, which is known as Xavier Admission Test, right? So in order to get into XLRI, you have to take XAT and appear for its process, right? And then in PG, in GM and GMBA, it accepts GMAT as well, right? Global MBA if you wish to go for, and business management and HRM, it is through that also. Okay, and then if we talk about the fee structure, it is around 17 lakhs for your the main programs which are BM and HRM. Okay, so these are the top institutes that we've discussed in this video. In the next, I'll be discussing the next. So these are among the top, you can say the 6-7 institutes, right? You would call ISB equivalent to IIM Ahmedabad, right? ISB is almost equivalent to IIM Ahmedabad, right? Then A, B, C, not much difference, right? But definitely greater than L. Now L, FMS and Excel somewhat equal, right? So these are some almost equal in ranking, right? Some people say that FMS is better than Lucknow. Some people would argue Lucknow is better than FMS, right? Some people would say that FMS is better than Excel. Some people would argue that Excel is better than FMS. So these are almost in equal league, right? So each institute will have its advantage, right? FMS has the location advantage, right? Then Lucknow, right? Lucknow has a bigger batch size, so FMS has advantage in smaller batch size. Lucknow has a rigorous admission process, and so all those advantages and disadvantages both have, but they are almost of equal league. So this is the list of top. We discussed 7 B schools in this video. In the next, we'll be discussing the next 6-7 institutes, right? So this is that we'll be discussing some more colleges in the upcoming videos, and and so do join those sessions and learn about those institutes as well. Okay. So if you are a CAT aspirant for the year 2022, right? If you are some college student who would be graduating in 2022, or you are some working professional who thinks that CAT 2020 is not 2021 is not possible, you could prepare well for CAT 2022. We have got course for the same as well, right? So we have a complete course for CAT 2022, and enrollments have begun. Right, so you can subscribe to Gradeup Super and get enrolled in this course. Okay. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, please do like the video and do subscribe to our channel for more such videos on MBA preparation.